Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Monday, February 27th, and it's going to be a pretty mild to warm start to the week here, and then we'll turn colder as we get into midweek and maybe even some snow, and it could be enough to stick to the ground a little bit, but we don't expect nothing to get too carried away, at least here for the MAC and LAC areas, but certainly we'll have a touch of winter. But before that, we'll have some rain, and it could be a pretty rainy Tuesday that ends as maybe a touch of snow on the day on Wednesday. If we look at the headlines again, looks like we'll see plenty of sunshine today. It'll be mild with highs in the mid to upper 40s across the area. And then we'll have showers move in tonight right on through early Wednesday. And there could be thunderstorms across the southern part of the state. And again, temperatures will be quite mild with highs in the low 50s tomorrow across the northern areas and into the upper 50s across the south. And then again, rainy Tuesday night into early Wednesday before it turns colder. It'll change to snow. And again, as you get up towards central Michigan on and off to the north, there could be some accumulations. We'll keep an eye on that. And you can see the longer range continues to trend a little bit colder. We're going to be a little bit warmer than normal in the 6 to 10 day outlook. We turn them just a little bit colder in the 8 to 14 day outlook with near to above normal precipitation right on through the period. If we look at the next shot, you can see this morning at Tupperville, Ontario, our LAC location there. And if we look at the normals of the day, our normal high is 35, the normal low is 16. You can see it gets quite chilly this time of year. 19 below zero back in 1935, but back in 2000 we also had a nice warm high of 61. If we look at the warmest and coldest temperatures across the lower 48 for the day on, should be on the day on Sunday, the warmest temperature 90 degrees in McAllen, Texas, and the cold spot 19 below zero at Boulder, Wyoming. And if we look at conditions around the area this morning, you can see temperatures mainly in the low to mid 30s. And again, a pretty nice day shaping up with plenty of sunshine and temperatures well into the 40s. If we look at the satellite view this morning, you can see a pretty good area of showers and thunderstorms. That'll continue to move off to our south and shouldn't affect us as we get into nice high pressure for the day today. But energy off in the west and a lot of moisture and energy coming up from the southwest. We'll see a number of low pressure systems move along the area just off to our south across the southern part of the state, and that'll bring a pretty good slug of rain up over that colder into the colder air. And again, eventually it'll turn to snow as you get farther to the northwest. Now the areas that may see snowfall will be back across Wisconsin, Minnesota, the UP, many of the same areas that have seen most of the snow this winter so far. If we look at the map this morning, you see a cold front that'll sink to the south and then it'll go back to the north as a warm front. And if we look at the weather forecast map this morning, you can see a number of areas of low pressure off to the southwest and some energy off to our west. So we got one nice day coming in before these team up and bring us a pretty rainy Tuesday, it looks right now, with the rain starting possibly Tuesday morning and picking up in intensity through Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night. Could be some rumbles of thunder, and especially across the southern areas, we do expect thunderstorms. And if we look at the forecast map by Tuesday morning, you can see the areas of low pressure now stringing out and heading towards the Great Lakes, with a big area of severe weather possible across the Ohio Valley and back into the Missouri Valley and down towards the Arklatex. And again, even some flash flooding if possible across portions of the southern Ohio Valley. And if we put the map into motion by Wednesday, that low pressure system will move over towards Lake Huron. As it does, cold air is going to begin to wrap around that area of low pressure. And just to the north, it could be some moderate to heavy snow across northeast lower Michigan. And again, another big area of severe storms possible across from the mid-Atlantic states, the Carolinas, and down to the Gulf, with some locally heavy rainfall across the southeastern Ohio valleys. And if we look at some of the precipitation here over the next 72 hours, next 3 days on the GFS, and you can see many areas between 3/4 of an inch to 1 1/4 inches. So again, a pretty wet system coming up. And if we look at the WPC's model, they're a little bit more conservative, showing a large area between 1/2 inch and 1 inch across the area. So regardless, it looks like we're going to have a pretty wet system coming up, especially for the day on Tuesday into Tuesday night. And as far as the WPC's snowfall over the next 72 hours does indicate, we could see some snow that could stick to the ground across portions of mid-Michigan and into northern lower Michigan as well. And now on to Weather Watch. Not a whole lot going on this Monday morning, just some fog advisories down across the area as well to our southwest. And as you get back towards Oklahoma and parts of Kansas, red flag warnings for possible wildfire dangers out there. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great Monday, a great work week, and 73s to all.